In this lesson, we're finally going to control some of his facial expressions. And I think the eyebrows, it's one of the most expressive part of the face. We're gonna see later on how this impacts. Okay, let's do this. All I have to do is insert the expressions for each eyebrow, okay? So I have them in here in your folder for expressions, and the expression that I'm going to use is these two. In this lesson we're going to cover how to use these two expressions, the left eyebrow and the right. Let's start with the left eyebrow, okay? Let's see if we meet the requirements. Have the anchor point center on eyebrow. Okay, yes, everything is under control. That's centered and that's center. Left eyebrow and right eyebrow. Okay, yes, check. Now head control showing position. Okay, I'm gonna put the head control. Actually, I already know I'm going to use head control and eyebrow control, of course, duh. Now head control, I want head control to be showing position and whoa, and the expression for position. Okay, that's not quite simple. Okay, this is head control. Let's show position, and I need to see the expression. How do you see the expression? Don't alt click on the stopwatch because we already know it has an expression. How? Well, because these numbers are red. I'm gonna alt clicks just to show. Boom! I disabled the expression. Do you see? Now the numbers are yellow. So Control C, undo that. Just click on this triangle and you see this expression. I need to be looking at this expression. I need this data. Okay, next. So I have the position and the expression for position. Now, from pre-composition, gather the position for the left eyebrow layer. Okay, this is what I need to get. I'm going to put these coordinates in here, okay? Let me show you what I mean by that. You need the 3 positions for each keyframe of this eyebrow. That's what it means with pre-composition. So if you double click on this layer, the left eyebrow layer, now it's going to open here, okay? Now I have that composition open, and it has 3 positions. This position, which is these coordinates. Then I have the middle position, which are these coordinates, and this position. So what I'm going to do is put the coordinates for the left position, centered position, and right position. Okay, let's do that. And I'm actually going to put that data in actually here. From pre-composition, gather blah 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 blah. Okay, let's do that. Okay, left. For left I have 469, comma, 583. It's important to know that in this section, your numbers and my numbers are supposed to be different, because the little decisions I made when I was animating the face turn are different from the little tiny decisions you made when you were animating the face turn, okay? So in this section, put your own data in order for this to work. Deal? Okay, looks like we have a deal. Let's continue then. 469, comma, 583. For center, I have, let's put the cursor in the center there, and these are the coordinates that I need. Okay, left eyebrow, everything is under control. Yes, the numbers are 623 and 575. Now for the left position, for the right position is 891 and 571. Okay, and that's it. Now what else? I have this. Now the eyebrow control should be showing. Let's go back to Jimmy composition. We already gathered this data. I'm going to close this, and close head. Okay, I need the eyebrow to be showing more expression, so that's why I'm going to maximize the timeline, okay? Eyebrow control showing, position, scale, and rotation. So for each property, I'm going to press P, then hold Shift to press S and R. And that's how I added all this. Okay, very good. This layer should be showing at all times the anchor point. Okay, I'm going to show the anchor point. Just press A. Select the left eyebrow layer and press A. That's it. Now that's all the requirements. For the time remap, we already did that. Copy and paste from head comp. Yes, I already did that. Now let's put the data for the anchor point. Now let me show you this part. Data from head composition, left eyebrow layer position. This is this. So the fastest way to do this is I'm just gonna cut this part and paste it here. And I'm going to put this data here. Left. This is the X for left. 469, then 683, then for the center, then, and that's it, right? I did that really quick. All you have to do is, this is X and this is Y, and it tells you here X left and X Y, X center, Y center, and so on, right? So I have this data. So I have this data. Now I'm going to copy this, the entire expression, and put it here. Let's create an expression for the anchor point. Before everything else, just make sure that in here you have everything centered. That means the head should be centered, the eyebrows should be centered, and the controller should be centered. Okay? Okay. Now that I have that, I'm gonna start inserting data for the anchor point expression. Paste. Bow. Let's expand this. And I don't need too much space. I just have to scroll up with the mouse wheel. Let's do this. Head center. And if you are on a laptop, and you don't have a mouse to scroll, then all you can do is press the arrow keys and go up. Now, head X center. This is the head control. I need the center for X, which is 240. Let's put that there. Remember, leave the semicolon. It's very important. If not, if you delete it by accident, you're gonna get an error. Now pick whip the head X variety. There. Now let's go to head min and max. Oh, that's why I needed this expression. Okay, this is when it's going to be used. Head control layer position expression. Okay, that's head X min, which is this one, min, and it's -10. Now the maximum is 490. Very good. Now I already inserted the data for this, so that's it. I'll take it from here. Very good. Let's click outside. Remember, every time you do this, I didn't go out of place. Whoa, I thought it was going to go out of place. Yay. Okay, right now that's the anchor point. We're done with it. Okay, time remap, check. Anchor point, check. Next, position. Oh yes, it didn't move because we were working on the anchor point. This is the one that is going to mess with our position. Just copy the entire expression. Go to After Effects. I'm going to maximize the timeline. Collapse the anchor point, but remember, one of the requirements is to have the anchor point showing at all times. That's why I'm not going to press P. If I just press P, I'm going to hide the anchor point. So let me go back, press A, and it's better to hold Shift then P. Now I have both of them because I need to get data from the anchor point. Okay, now I'll click on position. I'm going to expand this. I press enter in the numpad to expand. Now paste. Scroll up. If you can't scroll up with a mouse, then use your arrow keys and start inserting data. Head center. I already know it's 240. Now use the pick whip. I'm gonna do the same here. Pick whip. This data you get it from eye control layer position. Eye control layer position. There it is. And I'm going to pick whip the X and the Y. X. And in here, the Y. There you go. Now, data from the eyebrow control layer, scale. Eyebrow control layer, scale. In here, you can put whatever number you want. The number that I like is 400, is the one that I have here. That's the one I suggest. Okay, now pick whip that same number. Now data from this layer, the anchor point, that's why we needed the anchor point. Anchor point X, which is, if it doesn't say pick whip, that means you have to put that number. 620 and 574.2. That's it. And that's it. I'll take it from here. Okay, now, yes, that moves your layer. All you have to do, that's why I have this eyebrow in the head with transparency, so I can use it as a guide to put the eyebrow back into place. There. All right. Okay, one more to go. We need the rotation. The rotation is much simpler. Maximize this, then collapse position, Shift R. Now I have rotation, and I'm going to put Alt click on the stopwatch for rotation and expand this a little bit. Now, data from eyebrow control. This is the eyebrow control rotation constant. That means this number, -8. And I'm going to select that same number, but with pick whip. There, rotation. Bow. And that's it. Now, I'm gonna go to this composition and select this. And if I rotate the controller for the eyebrow, now it rotates. Woo! Alright. Not only that, but all the features for the head are parented to the head. That means that if I rotate the head, everything rotates with it. And if I rotate this, cool. Okay, I'm going to do the same for the right eyebrow, and I'm going to speed up the process. So I'm gonna close this, and I don't want to save. I want to leave the file as it was. So just open this and start from there. You already know the drill. Now let me speed up the video. You basically repeat the whole process. If you have any doubts, you can review the last section, but really, you just have to do the exact same thing. Fill in data. And there. The final step, remember, is always put the eyebrow back into place. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just have to be around. Now that I'm done with the eyebrows, I can go to the head composition and hide the eyebrows, or actually delete the eyebrows. I don't need them anymore. Left eyebrow and right eyebrow. I don't need you guys. Thanks for your service. Bye bye. Okay, I'm gonna close this composition and the right eyebrow composition. Now, this is what we have now. I can now control both eyebrows. You see? I can put them together, or I can separate them. I can rotate to make him mad. Hey. Or I can make him sad or surprised. Or you can offset the eyebrows. And that's most useful when the face is rotating. So every time you see the eyebrows a little bit offset, you can adjust that. Okay? There. Right. Now you have full control of your eyebrows. Fascinating. Now let's move on to the next lesson, in which we are going to insert the expressions for the pupils. Alright. See you in the next lesson.